¿Qué tal, amigos de Ensillado? Los saluda con muchísimo gusto Rebeca Landa y como cada vez tenemos grandes invitados en Ensillados para ustedes. El día de hoy tenemos a Baron Browning, linebacker de los Broncos de Denver, segundo año. Baron, welcome. Thank you for spending some time with us. Baron, bienvenido. Gracias por pasar tiempo con nosotros. How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás?
I'm doing great, and appreciate you having me on. I'm looking forward to doing this interview.
This is your second season as a member of the Denver Broncos, and you have witnessed many changes around the organization, and you personally have changed positions. What excites you most about this season? Baron, esta es tu segunda temporada con los Broncos de Denver. Has vivido muchos cambios en esta franquicia y tú también personalmente has vivido cambios ahora cambiando de posición. ¿Qué es lo que más te emociona de cara a esta temporada?
I think what excites me most is, we had coaching changes, we added guys, so it's just kind of like a different group of guys in the building. So I think we kind of got a different culture building, and I think everybody loves the culture we're building and the chemistry we're creating as a team. So I'm just really excited this week in and week out to keep going about it with the guys around me and keep just learning and working every day, getting better in practice.
Yeah, so you're learning a new position with its tricks, its details, its moves and counter moves, all those things. What was your reaction when you learned or they told you that you were going to do some pass rushing? Así que ahora estás aprendiendo una nueva posición con sus trucos, sus detalles, sus movimientos. ¿Cuál fue tu reacción cuando te dijeron que ibas a estar ahora como pass rush?
Yeah, I was excited when I was learning I was going to be moved to outside linebacker. It's definitely a role I've been wanting to play for some time now, and I was definitely excited when I was told I would be playing it. And I've definitely just been learning a lot. And, I feel like it's one thing when you're doing something and you kind of working at it, but, you kind of want to be at another position. So I think it just kind of adds that extra, fire underneath you. You finally at a position you want to play, and just, doing the work that goes along with it. You look forward to doing it every day. When I was at the inside, I also want to kind of be at outside, and I would be working pass rush stuff all the time after practice. But, at the inside, you don't really get those many pass rush opportunities. So when you finally get moved outside, it's like, man, I've been, looking forward to this.
What made you want to be on the outside and not in the inside? ¿Qué es lo que te daban ganas de estar afuera y no por adentro como linebacker?
I think just, that's more of my natural, strong suit. I feel like, as people, we all have natural things we're good at doing or feel more comfortable doing. And for me, being an outside was something that was just always more comfortable for me, maybe, because of the less responsibilities. Or, who knows, honestly. I mean, and I played inside and I handled the responsibilities just fine. But, I always just felt more comfortable outside, all the way since high school. I played both in high school and I always felt more comfortable outside. And I feel like just looking at my playing careers from high school through college, I feel like I always made my biggest plays, coming off the edge. So for me, that's kind of where I wanted to be.
Yeah. What has been one of the biggest challenges in going from inside linebacker to outside linebacker, even though you've done that before, but now at a higher level in the NFL? ¿Cuál ha sido uno de los retos más grandes de cambiar de linebacker interno a externo y estar de pass rush, aunque ya lo has hecho en la universidad, pero ahora en un nivel más alto como en la NFL?
I feel like for me, just kind of being on this level, as far as just kind of getting used to, first and second down, because, when you think of pass rush, I'm rushing, pass, but, you have to be able to play first and second down and be able to stop the run and get to those pass rush situations. And, I haven't really had opportunity to, or been in those type of scenarios like in college when I rushed. It would kind of be more in a third and long situation. So I never was I would be an inside backer during those first and second down. So I think, the inside backer, you're playing for more depth off the ball. So you have more time to read, diagnose, react, kind of be a little more patient. At outside, you're right on the line. So everything's happening fast and you have to be decisive. And, especially with reading your keys, you don't have a lot of time to hesitate, think, or guess. So.
Yeah, well, historically, the Broncos have had excellent pass rushers. And they've shared their knowledge, with the younger guys. Who has been that guy for you in this transition? Bueno, sabemos que históricamente, okay. Sabemos que históricamente los Broncos han tenido grandes pass rushers y que está este ritual de pasar el conocimiento a los más jóvenes. ¿Quién ha sido ese mentor para ti?
Well, I mean, obviously, the most recent one everyone knows of is Von Miller. He's a guy who film I studied a lot. He's a Texas guy also, so just being from Texas, just having somebody else in that area or not too far from where I'm from, being able to just look up and watch his game. But kind of guys in the building currently who definitely been a big role for me is, Bradley Chubb and Randy Gregory. I learn every day from those guys. Sometimes I go over their house, whenever, there's an opportunity to, and we watch film, they'll coach me up, and they just kind of tell me what I'm doing wrong. Even all the way back to OTAs when Randy wasn't really practicing, he would kind of be on the side and watching me rush and just kind of critiquing things. So they definitely been like, great big brothers for me, kind of taking me underneath their wing, and them knowing it's my first year being truly at the edge, learning. And for some people, I guess kind of making a move this late to kind of be challenging, but being able to just have those type of vets in my room they made the process very easy for me. I feel like transitioning.
And they've both been saying really nice things about you and your talents in that position. So, the AFC West is packed with great quarterbacks. Is there one in particular that you're looking forward to facing? La AFC Oeste está cargada de buenos quarterbacks. ¿Hay alguno que te ilusione más enfrentar?
Man, when you look at the quarterbacks in the AFC West, I mean, there's pretty much great quarterbacks all around the AFC West. So I don't think there's pretty much one in particular I'm looking forward to playing. I'm looking forward to playing all the guys the same, just because the talent level, I think, is just at an elite level all across the board. And I think it's just going to be a great opportunity just to compete, and I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think any of them would be a bigger challenge than maybe another? ¿Crees que alguno de ellos podría ser un mayor reto para ustedes que otro?
Man, I think them guys pretty much bring their own challenges. I feel like, although they're all elite, I just think, maybe some guys do some things maybe a little better, different than the other. And I mean, it's early in the season, so I haven't really, watched film on those guys yet because we haven't, I'm just kind of focusing on each week, taking it week by week. So when I get to that, that team or that opponent, then I'll be able to really dive in more on those guys. So.
Yeah, well, one of the Broncos' stronger points last season was the defense, and now with Giro Evero, the excitement is really high this year also. What makes this defense so special? El año pasado una de las fortalezas de los Broncos era la defensa, y ahora con el Giro Evero sigue generando muchísima expectativa. ¿Qué hace de esta defensa tan especial?
I think what makes the defense so special is just like the energy and camaraderie we have within our group. I mean, I think it kind of just reminds me of like a college locker room. Just, we all on the same page. There's a lot of communication. And I think also a big thing is just, relationship we have with not only our position coaches, but like our DC. I mean, from just the top down, it's just great communication level. Nobody acts like they're higher than others. Just, just great communication all the way across the board. And we all just on the same page. And I feel like if you want to be a lead defense, you have to be on the same page day in and day out. And I think we are on the right track to doing that, and we're trying to keep doing that.
No doubt. But you guys have had to face some of the starters sitting out because of injuries. What has been the mindset going into those games specifically? Es verdad todo lo que dices, pero sin duda alguna ustedes han enfrentado el reto de que algunos de los titulares se queden fuera por lesiones o algunas de esas razones. ¿Cómo ha sido la mentalidad entrando a esos partidos específicamente?
I think a part of like the culture we built is like, no matter who's in, the standard never drops. So, even if a starter bangs out, that doesn't really change the standard that we have set for how guys should play once they're in. Because, one thing I learned in college, like no matter if you're a starter or not, once you're on the field, you want to start in 11 because you're on the field at the moment. So I think that's kind of the same mindset we have here. No matter who's in, the standard doesn't change. And I think guys on both sides of the ball do a great job of holding everyone accountable.
Yeah. Well, the DC is really great at doing that. We've seen it in the past couple of weeks. Russell Wilson is one of the biggest storylines of this offseason. What was your reaction when you heard he was coming into the Broncos, and how has it been to have him in the locker room? Russell Wilson es uno de esos jugadores del otro lado del balón. Fue una de las noticias más grandes de la temporada baja. ¿Cómo reaccionaste cuando te enteraste que llegaba a los Broncos de Denver, y cómo ha sido tenerlo en el vestidor?
Yeah, I think I kind of felt the same as everyone else around Broncos country. I was excited to get him. I mean, you've seen what he's done since his time entering the league. He's been at an elite level. And for me, being a young guy, even though I'm not on the same side of the ball as him, I think just being able to have him here and just kind of watch the things he do, and just being able to take things that I can maybe add to my routine and just, help me get better and just kind of stay consistent on a day-to-day basis. It's been a big thing for me. I think, having him around the building, just being able to watch him, you're able to pick up some things he do. And you know, he doesn't mind, you know, sharing insight. He's a great person to have around, and you know, everyone knows what type of leader he is, and you know, it's always great to have a leader like that on your team.
I bet even on both sides of the ball, you guys have great leaders. So in the age where social media runs aspects of our daily lives, you have taken this approach to be a little bit more limited on social media, and therefore we may not know so much about you as we would like. And so my question is, what do you want to share with Broncos country? Something about you, maybe what is your favorite food, or what type of music do you like? What is your favorite superhero? Anything you would want to share with us? En un mundo en donde los medios sociales son una gran fuente de información, tú has tomado esta otra ruta de ser un poquito más limitado en tus redes sociales y estoy segura que Broncos Country quiere saber más sobre ti. Así que, ¿qué te gustaría compartir con nosotros? Tal vez, ¿cuál es tu comida favorita? ¿Qué música te gusta escuchar? ¿Quién es tu superhéroe? Lo que sea.
Probably just the fact that, you know, I guess just like you said, I don't post on social media like all the time. Maybe people think I'm serious, but I'm actually like a pretty like laid back, chill guy who likes to joke around all day, crack jokes, and have fun. When I think of my favorite foods, it's honestly just kind of anything that tastes good to me is probably one of my favorite foods. If the food is good, I'm going to eat it. I don't think I kind of have a favorite superhero.
Okay.
Just because out of that age where I really don't believe, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really think I have a favorite superhero. I guess I'll just say my dad.
If you wouldn't be like a football player, what would you be? Si no fueras un jugador de fútbol americano, ¿qué serías?
I always kind of wanted to do like sports broadcast. I feel like I could, you know, just I have a personality for it, so I was always kind of interested in doing that. You know, I feel like I could do kind of like what Shannon Sharp do on TV. If I can, you know, sit on TV all day and crack jokes, I can do that all day.
Yeah, well, you talked about having great mentors as pass rushers. I'm sure Shannon Sharp would share some tips with you. And I hope to see you on this side of the camera at some point on your career. Thank you so much, Baron, for spending time with us en Ensillado. Muchísimas gracias, Baron, por pasar tiempo con nosotros en Ensillado.
Thanks for having me. You have a great day.
Así que amigos de Ensillado y Broncos fanáticos, muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos una vez más. Rebeca Landa, Baron Browning, nos escuchamos. Hasta la próxima.